So like a while back on my Twitter, I talked about making like starting streaming, right? Because I got a new computer, my internet's been pretty good. So I was like, oh, I could like start streaming like Max 10, maybe more Ghost Ben drawings, like take suggestions on screen, Phil 10, other stuff like that. Maybe something not Ben 10 related, right? Whatever. Uh, but it's kind of scary to just. I mean, I doubt it would have many watchers anyway, because not many people see my stuff. Even my Ben 10 stuff these days don't get a lot of traction. But it's still like a scary idea to like have potentially like 50 strangers I don't know. Probably wouldn't even reach that high of a number, but like 50 strangers I don't know watching me draw and like have to talk and perform as like a streamer. So that's something I've really tried out before. So I thought I would slowly transition to that by like talking with you for like 5 or 10 minutes over a speed paint, sort of like or Ash style, you know. But yeah, that's irrelevant. Just a bunch of rambling. So yeah, Eatle. It's been a while since the last Max 10 Alien. Uh, I have honestly nothing to say for myself. Just a combination of laziness and very poor time management. Last time I did Chameleon, I think that was a pretty good, solid design. As far as I could go. Not the biggest fan of Chameleon's design. Not the biggest fan of Eatle's design either. I mean, Omniverse is like really good. That's the Ultimate Alien one is pretty bad. But I did not completely abandon it. You might have noticed I did take the horn shape and the eye shape from UA. The eye shape was kind of by mistake. Like I just wanted to make him squint because most Max aliens squint because they kind of go with the Omniverse look for Max where he's like very squinty. But it ended up fitting in with the Ultimate Alien design and giving him a bit of factor from there. Because I'm a big believer in just like, oh, if I don't like an idea, just fucking get rid of it. This is my fan art, this is my takes, like whatever. But also, I am a big fan of trying to like incorporate things I don't like in a way that I do like in my design, wherever I can, right? So I took the horns, I took the eyes, tried to also give them combine the silhouette of the head in both shapes. You can see like uh, Omniverse Eatle has the thing like sort of like hang on the head, while UA Eatle has his head just going like mount onto the jaw. And I tried to like combine those into the head shape, and then the body was pretty generic. Pretty much just copied Omniverse. Of course, I did take a lot of reference from Rhino Beetles, as the two other Eatle designs do. That's kind of the only thing that UA Eatle has going for it. It's a very uncreative design. Literally, like mostly black, robotic looking. Literally looks like some sort of like villain they'd be like generic villain they'd be fighting in the beginning of an episode. It's just an overall not really good design. The fact that his powers are basically just a rehash of Upchuck's powers does not help either. So, it's kind of a very weak design. The only cool thing about it is that it is a reference to Rhino Beetles. A reference so bad, by the way, that I never actually caught that he's supposed to be referencing Rhinoceros Beetles. So I guess, like, they didn't even really understand the assignment, did they? But regardless, it is a cool idea. So I guess it wasn't a total blow, Approaching this design was kind of... I thought it would be a lot harder than it ended up being. I don't know why, but for some reason, I just like... This is how a lot of designs start, but I was just kind of drawing blanks, before I actually sat down and drew. I was just kind of drawing blanks on, like, what would I do with him? Like, what type of aging would I give him that's not, like, generic? Just his movements are slowed down, but his body is stronger, or whatever. Because, at one point in my life there was something that I mentioned for every Max 10 Alien, until I just eventually stopped. Because I feel like, you should be assuming that as the default. That's not like a feature for the alien. I feel like if I were like I feel like I should have to mention if it doesn't do that. I feel like if it does do that, that shouldn't be worth mentioning. That I should come up with something a bit more creative. Um, well, yeah, it ended up not being that hard. I think the only trouble I had was like I kind of like made his head a lot smaller and like way down his body. It kind of fucked with the silhouette, which I think is a problem that I have in general with Max 10. I should probably be more careful of the silhouette. So many of my Max 10 aliens have like an extreme hunch, and it kind of boils down their silhouette to like like really missing a lot of the essential stuff too, which is the alien's head. But you know, what can I say? I just really like hunch, I guess. The hunch is like a really cool position for like a monster to take, and it usually really fits. An old man. Even though Max himself doesn't have a hunch, I don't think I even draw him with a hunch myself. It just feels right, right? Maybe because like Max is a human, but like all his aliens are like really big and really heavy, and that would probably weigh down on them and make them hunch a lot more than Max would have to in real life. And hunches do make for very cool monsters, and what I think what they lack in front-facing silhouette and like even the Rokar, which is like the most important one. At least it does make up for it in having really cool side profiles. I feel like I don't draw my Max 10 aliens from a lot of angles. Usually only like I don't draw them very much outside just the default Terwakar pose, 3/4 whatever. But when I do have to, I do draw them like with the Max 10 cover, the anniversary, whatever. I feel like if I were to draw most of them in side profiles, they would all look really cool because of the hunch, because they hunch back so far. And I think if I were to draw a Max 10 comic or something, which I would not, but like if I were to, I would probably like make the poses themselves stick out more. Like maybe these neutral poses are not that good, but I think in execution I would focus on it better. Uh, that's not a very like good answer either. Just something that I should work on, I guess. I've been rambling for like a while. I suppose this should be enough to like fill out a recording, but I don't know if it was that interesting. Like in the end, I guess like if anyone even watches this video, I guess let me know. Am I talking too much? Maybe I'm talking too little. I don't think I ever talk too little, but like who knows? Uh, maybe I stutter too much. I should cut more of my uhs away. Uh, Also like I don't have like a recording setup. I'm literally just sitting on my desk raw dogging this. No, not even like a little blanket to like suppress noise. No, nothing. Just entirely depending, not even on the microphone, on like the microphone in my headset. Not very professional. It is, but it is probably like gonna be my setup for a while. Probably also when I do streaming, because I just don't have a mic. I don't really feel like investing in a mic, and I can't really like soundproof anything. This is not even really echoey. Like the headphones are just picking up background noise. I don't really know what to do about that. Not because it's complicated, I just haven't looked into it. But yeah, whatever. I've been rambling. Next alien is gonna be who is it? It's gonna be Clockwork, which is pretty cool. I've had like a couple ideas for Clockwork. There's obviously you could do it in the Rust. You could maybe make him look like a different clock, like a specific clock. Like I've seen people suggest like a grandfather clock, which would be funny because he's a grandfather. Uh, yeah, it would be. Yeah, it's pretty exciting. Jury rig is kind of a funny one because we already have like examples for old members of jury rig species and shock squatch. And I will be done with the ultimate aliens, which is pretty exciting. Uh, this is a series that, despite like me kind of low key abandoning, I've sort of abandoned like Ben 10 art as a whole. I think you've noticed like as soon as I've gotten in like to like my other hyperfixations, kind of left Ben 10 behind like most other hyperfixations. But I still do try to stick to Ben 10. I do. I will. Like you can know that Suzanne will do a Ben 10 doodle every now and again, and that there will always be a Max 10 alien coming out at some point. Because I do plan on doing all of the Max 10 aliens up to Empire. Uh, I do want to make more Phil 10 aliens. I do wish I could, do like the thing I used to do where I would write, not really write, but I would come up with like premises for like, if Max 10 was a show, it'd have an episode like this, or it'd have an arc like this, like that would spin off from the premise of Max 10. Um, but yeah, it's just not something that I do these days anymore. My goal is definitely just to do more designs, and I'm satisfied with that. I think I enjoying the designs. I want to do more designs even, and like more frequently. So college has been kicking my ass, and I potentially getting work also kicking my ass. I feel like this video is gonna end up like really boring, and no one's gonna watch it, and it's gonna like confirm to me that I probably should not stream, and that it would probably be very boring. But here we are experimenting. It is kind of a fun style of video to do. So if it is fun to watch somehow, I definitely don't mind doing more of it. Should probably come up with a list or something next time I do this, so that I don't end up rambling for 12 minutes. But yeah, I'll see you I guess on Max 10 Clockwork. Probably not a stream, probably still like another video, or maybe like a ghost ban or something like that. Who knows? I do want to do more Ben 10 art again. Haven't been in like my Ben 10 era in a while, so to speak. So yeah, I guess hopefully I'm making another video like really soon.